As a boxer you have so many equipment options to choose from that it may get overwhelming. Plus all this stuff together isn't cheap, that's why you have to carefully split your budget and prioritize the things that you actually need. In this video we'll come up with 3 different sets of equipment for low, middle and high budgets. Watch until the end to find out what equipment you will actually benefit from. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Andriy Khotin and I'm a former amateur boxer and active coach from Ukraine. On this channel we help boxers level up their game with Eastern European methods. I'm from an average family and I never had any fancy equipment until recently. So from my experience in this video I'll tell you what I had as a broke, what I have now and what I have in my wish list for Santa Claus. And we'll begin with the low budget equipment set from $0 to $100. So if you have no money whatsoever, the best you can do is to ask a friend to borrow you a used pair of gloves. The second best option is to ask your friends or family to gift you a new pair of gloves on your birthday or on the new year. But if you have some money up to $100, then the first thing you should get is a good pair of gloves. I recommend getting leather ones because leather is a pretty good material that will last you long, but if you don't have money for that you can get some alternative stuff, but it will not live as long as leather. Then also an important pointer will be getting the proper size of the glove. So every glove has its own size. For example, these are 14 ounces gloves and my weight is 70 kilograms, so they suit my weight. And I will put a table here so you will be able to find the best suiting gloves for yourself. The second item in this budget category is the mouse guard. And you use it for your teeth protection. So every time you get to a partner work, you just open it up and stick it in your mouth, and your dentist shouldn't be worried about your teeth. And the third item here is hand wraps, and you basically need them for your wrist protection. So you basically get them and wrap around your hand, and first of all it's very comfortable, then it gives a compression to your wrist and it's good for hygiene. So that's basically your starter pack for boxing, and now let's estimate how to split money among these items. First of all, I would spend around $10 on a mouth guard, then I would spend around $10 on hand wraps, and I would spend the rest of the money on a good pair of gloves. So let's move on and go to the middle budget. And when you have that budget from around $100 to $500, you first of all can upgrade all of these items, so you can get better pair of hand wraps, better gloves and better mouth guard. And only after that you should consider adding some new items. And the next item that will get unlocked starting with this budget is a good headgear. I like leather ones with this bumper because I have weak nose and it protects it really well. Also, I know there is a lot of discussion about headgears and how they may increase chances of getting brain damage. So they may cause CTE because your head gets heavier and your brain shakes more. Also, it makes your head a bigger target, which is easier to hit. And also you tend to get into punching exchanges more when you're wearing a headgear. But if you spar with adequate guys who don't go super hard every single session, then it should help you a lot and it will protect you from facial injuries. And you will not have scars like I have this one on my right eye. Then the next piece of equipment I would recommend you to get is a pair of specialized boxing shoes. They are good because they have this ankle protection, they are high and they will protect your ankle from getting twisted. Also they have this print on the bottom, so they will have a good traction with the floor so you can easily move. Also they are very light and they will not make you tired after a long time of boxing in them. The next must-have piece of gear is a jump rope, and you will use it just to basically jump. It is good for developing your reflexes, speed, endurance and coordination. I definitely recommend getting one, and especially specialized one, which have a weight in their handle, and also their rope is much thicker, so it will be harder to jump rope for a long period of time with a boxing jump rope rather than with a regular one. And the last piece of equipment I would recommend to get with the middle budget is a specialized pair of back gloves. And there are different types of them, there are bigger ones, there are smaller ones, and you use them to specifically hit the back, so you don't work with a partner in them. And they are good for punch, articulation, and they will also prolong the life of your main pair of gloves. So I definitely recommend to invest in them if you have additional financial resources. So this is your intermediate level boxing equipment pack. And now let's estimate how to split money among these pieces of equipment. First of all, we decided to upgrade our hand wraps, mouth guard and gloves. So that will be around $100 more. So now we spent $200 just for good quality fundamental pieces of equipment. Then we will spend around $100 on a good headgear. After that we will spend around $50 on a good pair of back gloves, and we will spend around $80 on a good pair of boxing shoes. Then we will spend around $20 on a jump rope, and you will have some spare money. And I recommend to get additionally a bag to carry all this inside of this bag. It is also a transformer, so you can carry it as a duffel bag or as a regular backpack. And also it has a separate pocket for your shoes. When you get premium boxing equipment, you should be pretty serious about the sport at this point. So you also have to match the level of gear with your skills, and the best way to level up your skills is by following a well-designed boxing program. For example, like the KO boxing package. It has everything you need to level up your performance and confidence in and outside the ring. It is perfect for those who want to train alone or work additionally outside of your class. First link in the description. And in the rich category we have budgets starting from $500 and up. So we don't have really a limitation, and we can spend as much money as we want. And the first thing I would do is leveling up my gloves, headgear, and additionally to that I would get a groin protector, so that would be a whole sparring set. And that all would be from the same brand and designed in the same way. You can get a sparring set like this from Ready to Fight, which is Alexander Usyk's brand, which I partnered with, and I will put a link in the description to their web store. Use code HOTIN10 for 10% off. My second step would be leveling up my mouth guard. So I would go to a dentist and ask him for my custom mouth guard. So he would analyze my teeth and he would tailor a specified mouth guard for me, and also he can customize it and make it in a special way. So he may get some design, and for example I want a mouth guard that will be in Ukrainian colors, blue and yellow. The third step would be getting additional pair of hand wraps, and these are the regular ones, but I would get a pair of quick hand wraps, and they're good because they're very quick. You basically take them on, attach this strap, and you're ready to go. And I would use them for the bag work with the bag gloves. Then I would start caring about my performance even more, and I would consider getting a heart rate device. So it would track my heart rate, and I would get data on my performance, and I would be able to customize my training plans and analyze them, so just to perform better overall. Then after that I would invest in recovery equipment, for example like foam rollers, which you start rolling on and it can really massage you and reduce tension in your muscles. Also a very fun thing is a massage gun. I would definitely get that one to reduce post-training muscle soreness. Then I would invest in a bunch of equipment which I can train with alone, for example like agility ladder to practice my footwork and overall agility. Then I would get a reflex ball just to hit it casually when I have spare time at home, maybe some Cobra bag. So basically a lot of stuff that I can train with additionally outside of my main training at home. And the last but not least essential piece of equipment for boxers is a set of full body resistance bands from JI Martial Arts. It will really level up your strength, your speed, your durability, and the best part is that it not only trains your hands but your legs too. So definitely check out the JI Martial Arts, third link in the description. Use code Andrei11 for 10% off. So that is how I prioritize getting boxing equipment. I try to estimate prices and make them as realistic as possible. I understand that we are all in different situations and it may not work for you, but still, if this video was helpful for you, make sure to be subscribed and hit that like button. Thanks for watching and stay sharp!